Welcome back to the channel, y'all, where self-improvement is the movement. And before I say anything about this video, I just want to say right now, I'm not a dating guru, I'm not a dating coach, I don't claim to be any of those things. This is just speaking from my perspective and my experience, what I've been seeing out in society nowadays, especially in 2021, with these millennials nowadays. So, as y'all can tell by the title and thumbnail, we're about to talk about why I think dating in 2021 is harder for a lot of people nowadays. And for me personally, why is dating harder for me? I think it's simply because I'm just not, sought after. I'm just not really wanted out here right now for whatever reason. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because my face ain't up to par. I know that, but I think I bring value. I think I bring a lot to the table, you know what I mean? Other than just looks. But, it is what it is. I'm not going to complain or cry about it. You just got to get better. But from my perspective, looking on the outside world, why is dating so hard for other people? It comes down to simply this. I think people seek love more than they seek value for relationships. And let me explain that real quick. Obviously, in relationships, the word relationship and love are synonymous with each other, right? We all know that. But relationship and value isn't as synonymous with each other. Those things, we don't really see them as relating ideas, right? But in fact, it is, especially in very, very successful relationships that you see, like influencers or celebrities or some athletes, relationships you see there, some of those are really, really genuine and really, really high on value. But out here in society, love is being sought after more than value. And here's why we have it flipped upside down, because shout out to The Truth for this, because he really kind of put me on game with this. Seeking value will help you go a longer way than just seeking love, because that love that you're looking for, that love that you're out looking for from other people, that love and affection and care and all these things that you're looking for in another person and a partner, is what you should already have within yourself. Like I said in the Lil Loaded video, I said that loving yourself first before you get in any type of relationship is the main key. And that's simply because even when you're with that person or without that person, you're fine either way. There's a lot of people out here that do not love themselves and do not attempt to love themselves, so they seek the love in another person, which means that they're very, very dependent on that other person making them feel loved, making them feel cared for, making them, affectionate towards them. And that puts a lot of pressure on that other person. And if that other person doesn't love themselves either, how is it gonna work? Yourself. How can you love an outside source if you don't love yourself first? How can you love anything if you don't love yourself? I don't know, people try to run away from their problems, hide from their problems, hide from their feelings, run away from their feelings. They don't really own up to their problems, to how they really feel about themselves internally. People really don't take the time out to just really sit back and figure out why they don't love themselves, or to try to figure out a solution to help them love themselves more and more. Most people out here are in those shoes right now. And that is where everything goes haywire. That's where everything messes up, in my opinion, when it comes to relationships in 2021. But if you go into a relationship already, loving yourself, already really taking care of yourself every day, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, all those things, you don't need to depend on the other person as much. All you can really request from that person is value. Are they bringing value to your life? What are they bringing to the table to add to your life, to make your life even better than what it already should be? Because you should already be good on your own. If you're not good on your own, why are you in a relationship? Once you really start relying on yourself and knowing how to love yourself like that, when it comes to relationships, it's easier, bro. Especially if the other person that you're with love themselves as well. So y'all just seeking value in each other. You get what I'm saying? Now everything can run smooth, or You know what I mean? Mentally, y'all are both straight in a good place. Physically, y'all are in a good place. Financially, y'all are in a good place. And y'all can keep building and building and building, adding to each other's lives back and forth. And you can build an empire, bro. You know what I mean? You can build something that can last you a long time. Other reasons why dating is harder in 2021 for a lot of people. People love the idea of a relationship until it's actually time to get in one and fulfill the expectations of it and to really do what's required in a basic relationship. People just don't get that, but they love the idea of a relationship and going on dates and getting gifts and lovey-dovey, all that good stuff, right? But people don't understand like the tough parts of it that they would have to endure until they're actually in those moments, and it's like, damn, they don't know what to do. I think social media also is a big influencer in relationships nowadays. You know, you see all these couples posts and things of that nature, and they don't want to be lonely. I don't know how I didn't touch on this earlier, but people are afraid to be lonely. So I take that back. People are afraid to be alone. Being alone and being lonely are two different things. Being alone means that you're okay by yourself. You actually prefer to be by yourself, alone, having your own energy that you go with, right? Being lonely is you're being alone, but you really depend on other people to make you happy. You depend on other people to cheer you up. You depend on other people to love you. That's why people feel lonely. You know, lonely, you're just sad and depressed and all this stuff, right? But being alone, it's like you're independent. You have hobbies, you have a purpose that you go by. People are afraid to be alone. Why? Because people don't know themselves enough, I think. Like I said, like self-healing is something people don't really take part in when they get into relationships. Like, let's say they go through a breakup and then they're already on to the next, you know what I mean? They're already on to the next relationship. It's like, what the hell? You didn't even take the time out to really focus on yourself for a little while. And it's none of our business. But I'm just saying, like, if you want the maximum value out of a relationship, I'm just saying, like, don't you want to heal yourself first instead of putting the burden on someone else to heal you, putting the burden on your partner to heal you, to make you feel better? You know, that's where relationships go wrong, man. It's because you're putting too much pressure on the other person. You're supposed to love yourself already. You're supposed to be healed already. So, I don't know. That's just what I see. That's just what I think about dating in 2021 and why it's hard. Don't buy the hype, man. Don't follow the hype, man. Like I said, obviously, it's cool to be in a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, it would be cool if I was in one, you know, but I'm not. So I'm just sitting here talking to y'all. I'm not bitter about it. I'm not sad about it. I'm not depressed about it. It just is what it is, bro. Like, there's nothing I can do. I can't force someone to be with me or anything like that. So, you know, you just chill and work on yourself as much as possible. Love yourself as much as possible. And, you know, something will come your way eventually. You know, that's just how I feel. Although, you know, sometimes you get a little bit impatient there, but you got to bring yourself back down to earth and really tell yourself that, you know, your time will come. Yeah, if y'all like that video, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. We got a lot of stuff coming. It's July, right? We're coming out with the bangers. Trust me. All right, but be different, be a one of one. I'm out.